Hello, I'm Jeffrey Saad. I'm the chef and partner of the Grove restaurants in San Francisco, but you are here with me in my home in Los Angeles, which is essentially the Grove's test kitchen. Color equals flavor. When in doubt, add color. Salt, that little white granule, is the liaison of all flavors. Welcome to my kitchen. I love ingredients. That's the key to cooking, but you also want to have a great space that you want to cook in. And this is where I test the recipes for the Grove. This is where I feed my family, and it all starts with the layout. So the first thing I want to show you is the magic triangle here. I can reach for my knife drawer, grab the knife I need, over to the sink, chop away, scraps go in the sink, disposal on, onions, whatever I'm cooking, go right into the pot. I need an herb I forgot, I pivot this way and grab what I need out of the fridge. So it all happens without ever leaving this magical little triangle. The ultimate Italian sin. I think people have gone missing for rinsing pasta after it's cooked. So when you pull that pasta out of the water or scoop it out, you don't even need a strainer. You want to go right from pot to pan, because that water actually has starch in it. It has the flavor of the pasta. Now when you toss these together, that pasta water helps to thicken the sauce as well as bring the whole dish together. And you can see this water. Don't think of it as pasta that's cooking in water. Think of it as a pasta stock. See that color? There's tons of flavor in there. That pasta water is your savior. You take a ladle, you take about 3 ounces of that pasta water, you add it to the pan where your pasta and your sauce is, you bring it back to a boil, you toss it a couple times. It's glistening and perfect. Your kitchen can be a global kitchen with mayonnaise. Take mayonnaise, stir in some harissa paste, and not only does it look beautiful, but you taste this incredible chili paste, these toasted spices, and any sandwich you normally love, you're about to love it more. How do you know when fish is cooked perfectly? I finally got a technique that works for everybody. You saute that piece of fish, you flip it over, when it's about a minute or so and you think it could be done, take the spatula, slide it under the fish, tilt it to bow the fish up, and when the fish starts to break apart, it's done. The residual heat will finish it perfectly. Take it off the heat, your fish is cooked. Olive oil, olive oil, olive oil. That's all we hear, that's all we think about. Everyone's got that cruet of olive oil by their stove, but there are times where it's better to use canola oil. And the best example is a chili. When you're making chili, there is so much flavor going on. You got the beans, you got the meat, you got the spices. Olive oil will be lost in that dish, and it even might give it an off flavor. So use canola oil. Canola oil is flavorless, it can take a lot of heat, and it becomes the liaison of all the flavors and the spices and the roasting. If you want to keep it simple and you want to taste the olive oil, and you're doing tomato and basil, grab the olive oil. It's common in the restaurants to pre-cut lots of things for speed. But at home, you can pre-cut them for convenience. So the first tip is cutting your butter so it's ready to go. I've got a block of butter or a stick of butter, whatever you use. I like a nice shallow dish so it's easy to grab the butter, and then a knife that's most comfortable for you to cut with. And I just go right down the center of this block, and now I have the equivalent of 2 sticks. If you had sticks, you just already be ready, and then you go across so they're really just in little squares. I put them into the butter dish, and then here's the great part. I don't want them to dry out or to pick up other flavors from inside the fridge, so I just take the same wrapper it came in and put it over the top. Into the fridge, we're ready in a moment's notice for a chunk of butter. Have you ever had an iced tea where you put in the sugar and it doesn't dissolve? Well, the solution for that is a simple syrup, which is a syrup made from boiling water and sugar together. And it's as simple as boiling together equal parts water and sugar. So you have a cup of water, a cup of sugar, and just shake the pan. You'll see the sugar sink in, and now bring it to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, the sugar dissolves into the water and becomes a syrup. So you let the syrup cool down, put the funnel in, and then just pour that right in. And now you're ready to make everything a little bit sweeter with just a squeeze.